Hi, my name's Kat Daly and I'm a certified yoga instructor working with Cuccio Somatology. Today we're going to go through a flow that's all about working our inner strength and empowerment. So I hope you enjoy it and let's get started. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position, so just make yourself comfortable. Perhaps if your knees a little bit high and don't find it as comfortable, place a block underneath your sit bones or a cushion, and that can help you to feel a little bit more comfortable here. And then once you're in your seated position, ground through your sit bones, draw up through your spine, lengthen through the crown of your head, and just begin to soften the eyes to a close. Melt the shoulders away from the ears, relax the face, relax the jaw. And just start to bring your focus, your awareness to within. Perhaps as your breath enters and exits the body, you can focus your mind on perhaps just looking into yourself and feeling and asking yourself, how am I feeling today? What emotion is inside you? Try not to question it, just notice and acknowledge this feeling that you're feeling. Now let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, let's release that emotion out of our body. So whether it's spreading positivity to those around us, or letting go of the less positive emotion out of our body. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, release the jaw as we let go of any stresses or tensions out of the body, or sending happy and uplifting energy to those around us. And then let's just return to our natural breath here. The rise and fall of our body as we breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. And however you're feeling today, I'd just like you to remind yourself that everything you need is within you. So perhaps on your next inhale, you say to yourself, everything I need is within me. And exhale, release through the mouth. And maybe repeat that a couple more times, just to yourself. It teaches us and creates and sustains mental, physical, emotional, and maybe spiritual well-being. So take a moment to thank yourself for bringing yourself to the mat and taking hold of your own welfare. And just feel perhaps empowered as you flow through today's practice. And just enjoy yourself in this moment. Just gently start to blink open the eyes. So start to blink open the eyes. As we inhale, we're going to take a deep breath in. Bring the hands up to meet in prayer. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower the left hand towards the left side. And as we inhale, we lengthen through the spine. As we exhale, we fold over towards the left side, opening through the chest, coming into a lovely side bend here. Then opening up, releasing the shoulders. And then as we inhale, we lift up, bringing that left hand up to meet the right. And then placing the right hand down as we complete the rainbow by inhaling up and lengthening through the spine as we exhale over towards the right hand side. Really think about grounding through both sit bones here. Releasing the jaw, releasing anything, any tension in our face. Perhaps feeling that nice stretch along the left side body. Then inhale, lift up, bring both arms up high. As we exhale, bring the hands down by our sides and just swap our legs round so that we're on our non-habitual way. And then place our right hand on our left knee, placing the left hand behind us. As we inhale, we're going to grow tall. As we exhale, we twist towards the back of the back hand, keeping our spine all in one long line. So as we exhale, we draw towards the back of the room. Try not to pull too much on that front hand. As we inhale, we create space. As we exhale, we twist it a little bit further if possible. And then on your next exhale, come back to the front. Place our left hand on our right knee, our right hand behind us. As we inhale, grow tall. As we exhale, twist towards the back of the room, our back hand. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, through the crown of our head. As we exhale, we draw towards the back of the room. Last time, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist as we warm up our upper spine. And then exhale, come back to center. Okay, we're going to roll over our knees, or just bring your knees round, coming into a tabletop position. From here, you'll just make sure that your shoulders, elbows and wrists are in line and our knees are underneath our hips. Fantastic. As we inhale, we drop the belly, lift the chest, coming into our cow pose. Exhale, press into your fingertips, the top of your feet as you round your back, drawing the shoulder blades apart, tucking our chin into our chest, looking at our navel. Do that one more time as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the gaze. In our cow pose, as we just finished warming up our spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin to our chest, drawing the shoulder blades apart, coming into our cat position. And then come back to a neutral spine here. From here, I'd like you to draw your left leg towards the back of the mat. Draw your right arm forward and press into your left and right knee, left hand, your right knee. On your next inhale, you're going to engage the core, so pull the navel into the back of the spine, squeezing your thighs, your glutes, coming into our extended tabletop here. Keep that back foot flexed, toes facing downwards so your hips are square. And as you exhale, draw your elbow and your knee to touch. Inhale, stretch forwards. Exhale, draw your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, stretch forwards, your fingers reaching for one side of the room whilst your foot is stretching to the other side. Last time, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach forwards. And then as you exhale, place the hand down, bring the knee back into your tabletop. Perhaps give yourself a wiggle from side to side. Lovely. As we start to bring some heat into the body, let's go again on, let's do the same again on the other side. So draw the right foot towards the back of the mat. Reach the left hand forwards. Press into your right palm of your right hand, your left knee, left front of your left foot. And on your next inhale, draw your extended arm and extended leg up into your extended tabletop. Again, flexing that back foot so we engage those leg muscles, keeping the toes facing the ground to keep our hips square. Pulling in our navel into our spine. And as we exhale next, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach forwards. Bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach forwards. Squeezing here, let's take the last one. Inhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach forwards. And then place the hand down, place the foot down, bring the knee in, come into our tabletop, and just maybe rock the hips from side to side, releasing that lower back. And then we're going to tuck our toes under, sit our bottom back onto our heels, and I'm sure you know we're going to now push up into our downward facing dog, so press into all 10 fingers, keep the chest close to the thighs as we lift our hips up towards the sky, coming into our first downward facing dog of today's practice. Shake the head out, release the neck, and maybe keep a nice knee bend here if your hamstrings are tight, so perhaps you've done a lot of running, you might have tighter hamstrings. Just keep the knee slightly bent. You'll still be able to feel a lovely stretch here. And then from here, you're going to inhale. You're going to lift the left leg high. As you exhale, roll the shoulders over your wrist, and then step the foot in between your hands, coming into runner's lunge. That's right. Then lower the back knee and tuck the back toes. You inhale, come up to low lunge. Place your left hand onto your left hip. As you inhale, you reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, you're going to bend over towards the left side. So you can now stretch it on the right side of the body as well as the right hip flexor. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, come back up. Bring the left arm to meet the right. Tuck the back toe under. And we're going to press into the front foot, and we're going to push up into our high lunge. That's it. And then from here, press into that front leg. Perhaps as you exhale, bend a little bit deeper. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to open up into our warrior two. So we're going to lower the back foot, so it's in line with the back of the mat, so it's parallel there. Your front foot is, the heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. You're pulling up into the middle, so we're not surfing. And our arms are out in line with our shoulders, and the gaze is strong over our third finger. Lovely. Then deeper as you exhale into that front leg. Still feeling the heat rise in that front thigh. And then from here, we're going to place our left elbow on our left knee. We're going to bring our back hand, we're going to sweep the floor. Bring the hands forward, we're reaching forwards before opening up, coming into extended side angle here. So here, relax the shoulders. Option to stay here if that's enough for you. Perhaps you may wish to take a bind, so bring that top hand around. Bring that left arm underneath your left leg and open out and look over your right shoulder. Or alternatively, you may want to see if you can take hold of a giant beach ball above your head and come in here and really use those abdominal muscles. That's it. So wherever you are, take a couple of breaths, keep breathing here, and then inhale, come back up to warrior two. Whew. Legs feeling the heat here. Pull the arms round, so frame the front foot. Inhale, release the left arm up towards the sky, coming into a simple twist here. And then from here, press into your right hand. We're going to bring that front left foot back to meet our right, coming into a side plank, squeezing our glutes, lifting our hips up towards the sky, perhaps even taking your gaze up to your top hand. Then lower your left hand down towards the ground, lower the knees and tuck the toes, roll the shoulders over. We're going to hug our elbows into our body as we lower ourselves down towards the ground. Roll the shoulders back as we inhale, push up to a baby cobra. And then as you exhale, either push yourself back to child's pose, or go straight up into downward facing dog. And just take a couple of moments to breathe here. Wherever that is, whether it's child's pose or whether it's downward facing dog. And then if you're in child's pose, just make your way up to downward facing dog. Fantastic. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So we're going to inhale, lift our right leg high. As you exhale, roll your shoulders over your wrist, bring the knee into the chest, engaging those abdominals, and step the foot in between your hands, perhaps helping you there if you need to. Lower the back knee and tuck the back toes. We inhale, bring our arms up high. Lifting our chest up tall. That's it. hand on our right hip as we inhale, lift, find space in the spine. And as we exhale, we fold over, we bend over towards the right side, opening through the chest, try not to curve under, and just finding that movement and that space in the left side body. Inhale, come back to centre, lift the right arm to meet the left. Tuck the back toe under. We're going to press into that right foot. Keeping a strong thigh as we pull ourselves up, coming to high lunge. Perhaps squeeze the inner thighs together here. That's it. Pulling up nice and strong, helping you to keep your balance. And maybe on every exhale, you just bend a little bit deeper into that. Into our high lunge. As you exhale, we're going to open up into warrior 2 on the other side. So back foot parallel with the back of the mat, arms out, stretching either side, and our front heel is in line with the arch of our back foot. Trying to make sure that our knee is in line with our ankle, and our knee isn't rolling inwards or is going over our second toe. Keep a strong gaze in this warrior. Even though we can feel the heat rise in our thighs, let's keep strong like the warrior position we're in. And then bend your right elbow, place it on your right knee as we bring our left arm down, sweeping the floor, all the way reaching forwards before opening up the left shoulder, coming into our extended side angle. Option, opening the chest here, option to stay here. Again, take the bind, so bring that left arm around, bring your right arm underneath and taking a gaze. Or you may want to bring out the imaginary beach ball above your head, coming into your extended side angle here. Keep breathing. And then on your next exhale, come up to warrior 2. Then release the back heel, twisting that back toe, coming to frame the front foot. That's it. You can breathe again. Hopefully you've been breathing the whole way through. And then peel open the right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into a simple twist. Press into that left hand as we slowly take the weight off our right foot as we bring it back to a side plank. Squeezing our glutes, engaging our thighs. And then placing that right hand down onto the ground next to our left hand, lowering the knees and tucking the toes, bringing the shoulders over our wrists as we lower ourselves down towards the ground. As we inhale, we're going to lift up to either a baby cobra, or if you're ready and feeling warm, come up to an upward facing dog. So we draw, pressing into the tops of the feet, pulling up through the knees, through the thighs, squeezing our glutes, and then push back either to child's pose or coming out to up downward facing dog. Let's take a clearing breath together here as we inhale, come up onto our toes. As we exhale, let's release the jaw and sigh it out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Now we're going to take a knee bend here. We're going to take our gaze up to our fingers. We're going to slowly tiptoe our feet all the way up to the top of our mat to meet our hands. Coming into a forward fold position. Just shake the head from left to right. Take a knee bend so that our chest is on our thighs. Feeling a lovely stretch on the back of the spine, top of the spine, and the backs of our legs. Perhaps take hold of your wrists, your elbows here, and just rock from side to side here. In our ragdoll position. And then release the hands. Let's take one clearing breath together as we inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Fantastic. Now place your hands on your right hand on your right hip. Shift the weight over into your right foot. And then we're going to slowly start to lift our left foot into our bottom and place your left hand onto your left knee. That's it. And then press into that that right foot as we slowly bring ourselves up to standing, bringing that left knee in front of us. So rooting down in those toes, fantastic. Now from here, we're going to go into our warrior three, so another strong pose. So place our hands into prayer, or you can place both hands on your hips. You're going to then press into that right toes, really strong through your right ankle. As we tilt our chest forwards, bringing our left leg towards the back of the mat, stretching out, coming into our warrior three. Take a micro knee bend in that front leg, so we're not rocking it straight and hyperextending. Thinking about flexing that back foot and seeing if we can keep our hips straight here. So we're not opening up. It's a bit wobbly. We're keeping the hips straight, and we've got a nice long line from the base of our spine all the way through the crown of our head. Fantastic. And then take a bigger knee bend in that right leg. And take a big step towards the back of the mat, both toes facing forwards, and then straighten that front leg as we then go down into our pyramid pose. So keeping the flat back here. Draw your left hip towards the front of the mat, so we're keeping our hips square. That's it. And then exhale, release the hands, release the head, curl the spine. Bend the front leg and step it to meet the right. Bend the front leg and step it to meet the right, coming into our forward fold. And perhaps notice the difference you can feel between the two sides. So now we know what we're doing. We're going to try this on the opposite side. So place your left hand on your left hip and just slowly roll up slightly before shifting the weight over into our left foot. From here, we're going to bend our right foot into our bottom, taking hold of our right knee. We're going to slowly bring our chest up to standing. So we're going to bring our chest up to in front of us, bring the right knee in front, taking hold of our right knee. Keep it growing nice and tall. Ground through those left toes, use the roots that we've created. Strong through our left ankle, pulling up through our left thighs. And then place either hands on our hips or in prayer. And as you next exhale, find something to focus, perhaps just a meter or just half a meter in front of your mat. As we tilt our chest forwards, sending the right leg towards the back of the mat, flexing the toes, straightening out that back leg, coming into warrior three on the other side. Keep breathing here, find that focus point on the floor. Perhaps we can return to the breath. Strong like the warrior three. Flexing that back toe, toes facing the floor, really rooting down with that right hip and allowing it to rise up. And then take a big step back, straighten that front leg, see if we can keep our chest in our tabletop, in our fold position, and then either keep the hands in prayer or place the hands on our hips and draw that right hip forwards. With our feet, just make sure that they're not one behind each other like a tightrope, but they're like on train tracks to help us become stable. Inhale, see if you can keep that nice flat back here. So from the base of our spine all the way through to the crown of our head, imagine the light is shining all the way through. And then as you next exhale, fold over that front leg, allow the head to hang heavy, allow your back to rock curve, bending that front leg and bring the right foot to meet the left. And just perhaps walk the knees by pedaling the knees out. And then we're going to inhale, lift the arms, we're going to take a deep knee bend, roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Come into standing in our mountain pose. Okay, fantastic, we are almost there. So from here, we've just got one more little bit of strength left. So let's dig deep, let's find our inner strength, our focus. As we inhale, let's lift the arms up to meet in prayer. exhale, release. This time I'm going to inhale, bring the arms behind us. Let's just make sure that our feet are hip width apart. And then as we exhale, we're going to sit down into a child's pose. So we're going to exhale, bring the arms up wide, tuck the tailbone under, keep the knees over the toes, don't let them fall in. Imagine there's a block in between your legs. And sit back into your heels, feeling the intensity, the heat, the energy come into your thighs. As you inhale, perhaps lift. As you exhale, send the breath to your thighs to help keep you in this intense position. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then I'd like you to shift your weight from your heels into your toes, lifting the heels up, and see if you can slowly and control lower your bottom down all the way to your heels. That's it. Now from here, option to come into garland pose. So try and bring your heels together, bringing your knees out wide, and just bringing the arms to prayer, keeping that nice and tall. And just holding it here, finding focus in front of you, finding a spot. Or we can, if you would like, and crows in your practice, place both hands onto the floor. Lift your hips up high, take a knee and an arm bend, and then lift into your crow. And then wherever you are, let's just take a couple of breaths. And then if you're in crow, come back down, bring the feet down, walk the hands into the body. Bring the hands behind you, lower your bottom down to the earth. Bring the arms out in front of you. And then we're going to sit back onto our sit bones as we come into our boat pose. So we're switching on our abdominals now. Keep breathing here. And then on our next exhale, we're going to lower our left leg and our body down towards the ground. And then inhale back up. Exhale, lower our right body down towards the ground. And back up. And then place both feet on the floor. And slowly curl as you exhale down towards the earth. Oh, we're nearly there. Let's take a deep inhale in. Exhale, sighs out through the mouth. Now walk the feet in towards the bottom, keeping the soles of the feet in line with our hips, so hip distance apart. And then see if we can tickle the back of the heels with our hands. Press our palms now down into the ground, press our toes in. And imagine you've got a block in between your knees, so you're activating your inner thighs, squeezing tight here. Press your hands into the ground as we inhale. We're going to squeeze our glutes, lift the lower back, the middle back, up off the ground, lifting our hips high towards the sky. That's it, try not to let the knees fall out, squeeze that imaginary block together. Just lifting our hips as high as we can, and perhaps we're going to roll our shoulder blades underneath our back, and interlace our fingers and push down a little with our interlaced fingers to help lift a little bit higher. Keep breathing here as we really switch on our thigh muscles and our glutes, opening up through the front body in our bridge pose. Then release the hands, release the shoulders as we lower slowly down towards the ground. Rock our knees from side to side. So windscreen wiper them just to release the lower back. And then we'll go one more time. So let's set ourselves up, toes facing forwards, tickle the back of our heels, place the hands down either side. On your next inhale, press into your toes, press into your hands. As we inhale, we lift the lower back, the pelvis, the middle back, lifting those hips high up into the sky. Gaze forwards up to the sky, and then squeezing our inner thighs together, pretending that imaginary block is between our knees.
roll the shoulder blades under if you wish, and interlace your fingers and press down into the earth beneath you to lift even higher. Release the hands, and then unroll the shoulders as you slowly lower yourself down towards the ground as you exhale. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Hug yourself, ground your shins, and just rock from side to side as we give our lower back a little bit of a massage here. And then lower yourself, lower your shoulders and your head to the ground. And we're going to inhale, on our next inhale, we're going to straighten out our left leg towards the front of the mat. And then you're going to draw your right knee over towards the left side, reaching out to your right arm towards the right. Keep grounding both shoulders into the earth so your right knee might not make the left side all the way to the ground. That's okay. And then maybe taking the gaze over to your right hand and into a nice twist here, feeling it in your outer glutes and your outer hip. Perhaps closing the eyes as we start to slow down our breath as we come to the end of our inner strength flow. Inhale, bring your right knee back into your chest. And then slowly swap over, straightening out the right leg towards the top of the mat. And then gently draw your left knee over towards the right side, whilst bending your left hand over towards the left. And maybe taking the gaze to your left hand. And then as you inhale, bring that knee back into centre. Bring both hips to the ground. And then straighten both legs out, extend them to the top of the mat. Perhaps give yourself one full body stretch here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, sigh it all out. Let's let go of our practice. Allowing the feet to fall outwards, palms facing upwards. Coming to our Shavasana pose. Just allowing yourself to relax, soften the eyes, feel the earth beneath us support our bodies. And then if you wish to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer, just pause the video now. But if not, just start to bring awareness back into your body. Perhaps start to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. Just bring some small movements back into the body. Maybe moving your neck slowly from left to right. And bring the arms above your head, coming into a full body stretch. Before you exhale, roll over to your right side and just take a moment here, just to bring your body into some balance. And then push into your left hand, keeping the eyes soft, bring yourself just up to a seated position. Grounding the hips, hip sit bones into the ground. inhale, bring the arms out wide, keeping the eyes soft. Bring the hands to meet in prayer. And as you exhale, draw the hands down into heart center, flickering open the eyes. Just take a moment here to just remind yourself that a calm mind is the ultimate weapon against our challenges. And everything that we need is within. Fold forwards, bow to seal your practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on an inner strength flow. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you at another video soon. Thank you.